Good morning, students of class 8. Previous class chapter 15 up to question number 8 we have done. Today we are starting from question number 9. Just see the copy. Here in the question it is given that that figure is given and the measure of angle C is given 100 degree and measure of angle D is given 60 degree. You have to find angle APB. That means this angle you have to find. So I have given question mark here. And another information is given, the bisectors of angle A and angle B meet in a point P. So bisector of angle A is AP. AP divides the angle into two equal parts. That means this part and this part. These two parts are equal. And BP is the bisector of angle B. That means this part and this part are equal. These two parts are equal and these two parts are equal. So you have to find angle APB. This angle you have to find. So for finding angle APB, if we will take the triangle APB, then this angle and this angle will be needed. Then you can apply the triangle property. So for that, what we have done first we have taken this quadrilateral, and we know that angle A angle plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D equal to 360 degree, because sum of the angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. So angle A and angle B not given, that's why written same. Angle C is what? 100 degree, so put it 100 degree. Angle D is 60 degree, so put it 60 degree equal to 360 degree. So angle A plus angle B plus 160 equal to 360 degree. So angle A plus angle B equal to 200 degree. Now angle A plus angle B equal to 200 degree. But for finding this angle, only this part and this part is needed. So that's why what we have done, we have multiplied with half on both sides. So you have to remind this method that you have to multiply with half such that you can get this angle, because these two are equal parts and these two are equal parts. So half of angle A or half of angle B, if you will do, then you can get half of angle A means PAB and half of angle B means PBA. This angle you can get. That's why we have multiplied both sides by half. So after doing multiplication half, it's coming half of A plus half of B equal to 100. So half of A means what we can take? DAP or PAB. So here we have taken PAB because it will be needed for finding the answer. That's why PAB we have written. And half of B means what? CBP or PBA. So this part we have taken. That is half of B means PBA. So PAB plus PBA equal to 100 degree. That means this angle plus this angle equal to 100 degree. Now we have taken the triangle PAB or APB. So here the sum of the three angles, angle PAB plus angle PBA plus angle APB equal to 180 degree, because sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Now PAB plus PBA already we have find here in one. So in place of this we have put it 100 using 1, and APB will be same equal to 180 degree. So angle APB equal to 80 degree, and that will be the answer. Now we are going in chapter 16. Chapter 16 already today in online class I have explained that some special types of quadrilaterals, that definitions and figures you have to practice and you have to remind the properties. Up to kite we have done. So that's why today I am starting from properties of parallelogram. What is the property of parallelogram? Here this proof you have to not do, only the property you will remind. Okay, so what are the properties of parallelogram? This is Roman 1, Roman 2, Roman 3. You have to tick in your book. That is given in page number 188. So the properties of parallelogram, the opposite sides are equal. Okay, this is the parallelogram. So AD and BC are equal, AB and CD are equal. Opposite angles are equal. That means angle A equal to angle C, angle B equal to angle D. And diagonals bisect each other. That means if we will draw the diagonal, see that figure. If we will draw the diagonal, it will bisect each other. Bisect each other means OD and OB, these two parts are equal, and OA and OC, these two parts are equal. So this is the meaning of diagonals bisect each other. That means each parts of the diagonal are equal. For the diagonal BD, OB and OD, these two parts are equal. For the diagonal AC, OA and OC, these two parts are equal. Okay. Now another important points here it is given. For short questions you have to remind, a quadrilateral is a parallelogram if its opposite sides are equal. A quadrilateral is a parallelogram if its opposite angles are equal. And a quadrilateral is a parallelogram if its diagonals bisect each other. So these are the criteria for a quadrilateral such that it will be a parallelogram. Now remark also you have to see, a rectangle, a square, a rhombus are special types of parallelogram. So these are the examples of parallelogram: rectangle, square, rhombus. These are the all special types of parallelogram. So all the properties of parallelogram are satisfied by each one them. That means whatever the properties are of parallelogram, this rectangle, square, rhombus, all that it will satisfy. Now diagonal properties of a rectangle. If you will draw a rectangle and if you will draw the diagonal, what is the property? Diagonals of a rectangle are equal and bisect each other. That means AC equal to BD, these two diagonals length are equal and bisect each other. Bisect each other means OC equal to OA, these two parts are equal, and OB equal to OD, these two parts are equal. Now we are going the next property, that is diagonal properties of a rhombus. Diagonals of a rhombus bisect each other at right angles. So for a rhombus, if you will draw the diagonals, what is the property? These diagonals bisect each other at right angles. Okay, that will be that we will do in next class.